All right, how we doing? Welcome.
All right. How we doing? Welcome.
Testing, testing, testing.
Testing, testing, testing.
Oh yeah, baby, we got volume. All right, we're gonna get this workout started here soon. I gotta set up a couple kettlebells, some dumbbells, and we're gonna be ready to rock. I know we need some water, right? That'd be pretty helpful, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? All right. Hope everybody's doing great today. You want to get in a 30-minute workout, hit all your muscle groups, full body. This is one of the best ways to do it, hands down. No excuses. Workout in, finished, done in 30 minutes. You could even do it in less time if you wanted to, if you're really crazy. All right, we got water. Set, check, set, check, set. How we doing today? Y'all ready for this?
How we doing today?
Kettlebells. All right, so we got a squat, upper body, upper body, upper body, and then a deadlift with the bar, just for kicks and giggles. No, we're not using the bar today. Just curious, I haven't been. How we doing, y'all? Welcome. We're getting started in literally 2 minutes. We almost got it all set up, okay? Now, 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes is all you need, okay? Everybody wants to work out for 2 hours nowadays. Great for you. Cool. Good for you. That's awesome. I wish I had that much time. I got married, and then I had kids, and then all of a sudden, you know, where'd the time go? Okay? The biggest excuse I hear, other than not knowing what to do and how to do it, okay, is the time, all right? If you're busy, you're ambitious, it's one of the best workouts you can do. Now, one reason why it's great is because you can change the exercises a lot, but it's also full body. You can get it done in 30 minutes, okay? It's time oriented, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Really simple, you don't have to think. You listen to the clock, you listen, and you do it, okay? So today, I'm gonna move this camera around. We're gonna get squats, okay? Kettlebell squats. The other thing, warm up, cool down real quick before I tell you what we're gonna do. Warm up and cool down, very important, right? I'm a little bit warm already, so I'm gonna jump right into it with a lighter weight, and then I can add weight as I go. Ideally, you'd get a full warm up in though and start with a weight that you can get close to about 15 reps in with every exercise we do. So we're gonna goblet squat to the box, okay? Ramp squat can also be a part of this, or just a regular squat if you want. But again, I'm using one kettlebell for that. We're gonna use a pulley machine because I have a pulley machine. I like pulley machines to do back work, okay? And then we're gonna do some bench pressing, okay? So that's 3 exercises. We're gonna do left and right. We'll go through all of this, don't worry. And then we're gonna do a kettlebell deadlift, an Italian deadlift, specifically for me, because of the way my hips are oriented and all of the basketball I've played, the jumping, yada, 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 all the different reasons that I'm special, right? I'm gonna do that type of a deadlift, okay? And then we're gonna add in a little bit of arm work, okay? Hey, Marley, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by. How you doing today? Are you working out with me? Huh? Or are you just checking it out? So I'll show you as we go, but let's rock and roll. So the big thing is the timer, okay? The best timer you can use that I've found, you can download on any phone, quick and easy, super simple, gives you a little customization, is the Flex Timer app, okay? It's free, it's easy, I love it, okay? So I'm setting it up for 30 minutes, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds out. You love to work out? Let's go. What kind of workouts do you do? Do you do dumbbells, kettlebells? What do you like to do? Are you just a runner, walker? Tell me. I'd love to hear about it. So I'm going to run you through it, okay? Like I said, I'm warm. So let's start the clock. I got to switch over to the clock real quick, start it, and then we're just going to rock and roll. So let's set this baby up right here. Wah! All right, boom. Tell me if that music's a little loud. Dumbbells? All right, sweet. So we're going to use dumbbells, some kettlebells, and a little bit of body weight today. So you can see how we do that. But the idea is, like I said, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Thank you for liking the video, guys. Seriously appreciate it. More people will see it. And I'm going to have a Q&A as I'm dying and sweating. I'll have a Q&A, so feel free to drop any comments you want into the chat. Comments, questions, anything, I got you, okay? And while I'm dying and sweating, I'll try to answer them as best as I can, okay? So let me set the clock up. 3, rocking and rolling, baby. Okay, so I got 22 reps, right? That's not ideal with this workout. So that's why I'm gonna go heavier. But again, just getting started, right? You limited on time, awesome. Just jump into it. Next one we're gonna do, pulley rows. You're gonna notice the way I'm gonna get into position is very specific, okay? So we're gonna go here, alternate arm, setting up in that split squat, and I'm pulling straight down. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, so we're gonna go right side, left side. Ideally start with your weaker side. In this case, my right side's weaker than my left. Depending on the exercise, that's gonna be obviously very different. Your brother works out a lot and I do it with him. Oh, that's awesome. Having a workout partner is one of the best things. It really is. Keeps you accountable to showing up and getting the work done. And then it's a lot more fun too, right? It's actually why one of these reasons I started doing more of these lives is because I got you guys do it with me. This shirt's not going to last very long because it's so hot. It's been 90 degrees plus every day, even with my AC on. I run hot though. I'm a Puerto Rican, so we get a little hot from time to time. Couldn't be that fire inside me though, right? If you ever known a Puerto Rican, not likely that they're the most subtle person, right? All right, there we go, perfect setup. So now we're going to the bench press, okay? 20-degree incline. I'm gonna be alternating, okay? Alternating is really important when you wanna maintain mobility or increase mobility. We can also talk about grip and notice that I have a neutral grip right now and why I'm choosing that. And also, while I'm alternating, I'm really opening up that other side of my body by pressing. Yeah, boom. So we got a neutral grip, okay? We got boom, pronated, supinated, palms up, okay? All of them are gonna do something a little different for your body. Very important to know whoops, I can go right here, why you're doing what you're doing, okay? You have to go. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Marley. Hopefully I'll see you next time, okay? Have a great day. Hey, oh. Set up those feet. See those feet? There we go. I was a little late on that one. We'll go over the time to make up those reps. That was about 2 to 3 reps I missed. We'll get 3 because you're watching me do it, so can't look like a little whiny child working out, right? 3, 2, 1. Nice, awesome. Boom. All right, then we're gonna do some bicep curls, okay? 1, to increase mobility. 2, who doesn't want bigger arms? 3, to get a little more rest before I go into the full body squat again. Always very wise, okay? Sticking with the 20-degree incline because I don't want to change the bench. Just gonna get a nice bicep stretch for us, okay? Pushing those elbows forward a little bit as I go down. I grabbed the wrong weight. We'll fix that on the next one. Just because I'm an overachiever. Okay, just kidding. All right, keep those 15s here for later. Let's get set up for that squat. So the other thing that's great about 30 second on, 30 second off, 30-minute workouts, right, is you just got to get to the next exercise, set the breath, and then get going again, okay? Hey, if you're watching this, give me a hello. Give me one of these in the chat, okay? Makes my workout better, right? Anybody have questions about the box squat? It's one of my favorite exercises. I think some people are shocked to see me doing it maybe because they think it's easier. I get that a lot. But that's kind of silly. No such thing. The other thing too is you can switch this in and out with harder squats if you need to. My hips are a jacked up mess in some ways. And so seated box squats are super helpful for me to continue to maintain my movement availability. Mobility is another word for that, but I don't know, mobility means a lot of different things to people, right? So quality reps only. Reach every time without shrugging the shoulders. Controlled up. All right. This shirt didn't last very long, did it? Okay. So, does anybody else like, whoops. Sorry if that was muffled. Does anybody else like incorporating pulley rows into their workout? And if you do you get that extra rotation that I'm adding, right? Did you see that? Okay, so starting position, split squat. Look at what my other arm is doing. I'm getting that little bit of a reach. Why I do it. One of the most overutilized things for people. So I love me some bodybuilding, right? But guess what? Bodybuilders have ruined the average person's ability to move. If you think of a bodybuilder bouncing a basketball, it kind of makes you laugh, right? Because they can't turn very well. So to maintain this ability to turn, we need to turn in our workouts, okay? And
I see so few people doing that. And if they're doing it, they don't even know they're doing it, right? So I highly recommend that in your workouts. You add in some rotation, little rotation, okay? Any questions on that? Drop them in the comments. All right. Make sure you're pushing with intent, but controlling the eccentric. You can also make these harder with lighter weights. Control, back down, okay? There's really no rush. This isn't a group fitness class, okay? So, in group fitness classes, you'll see people rushing everything because there's usually like one personal trainer showing everybody how to do things. And that's just not a good model, okay? So, go slow and you'll actually get more out of it if you know what you're doing, right? And so you showed up to this live stream, so that means you know that you can ask me questions and find out how you're doing it. I don't know if that made sense because I'm losing oxygen. Okay, Italian deadlifts. One of my favorites. Losing oxygen again, guys. Let's wait for that rest. Yeah. Start to lose form, start to get sloppy. Slow that eccentric down. Boom, baby. Yeah! Let's get it! All right, so back to those curls. Okay, these are fun. Ultimate stretch in the bicep here. It's excelente, okay? I'm gonna get a little more side action so you can see what I'm talking about. Ooh. And we're gonna try to feel the floor with our feet the whole time. Get into position before we start. Stretch the bicep. Don't go too high. Push those elbows forward. Yes, Zach. Come on, baby. Oh, feel that stretch. Come on. Come on. Breathing in on the way down. Oh. Yeah. I love throwing these in when I'm doing any chest work because you just get more of that stretch in your chest. But you got to be careful. Yeah. That you don't turn it into a chest fly, right? It's a bicep exercise, okay? All right, so we did our biceps. That means we're ready to get back into those squats, baby. Okay, so pop quiz. Why are we box squatting? Huh? Why are we box squatting? Anybody? Anybody have any ideas? Always get into position. Resting here, ready to go. Sitting down every time is so crucial. Oh, we're not just tapping the box. Number one way people mess up box squats. Tapping the box. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Oh, I gotta breathe. Whew. So, if you're box squatting at home or in the gym, how are you sitting down? Are you tapping? Are you a tapper, a mad tapper? Or are you sitting down every time? Full body weight, seated every time, okay? That allows your hips to roll back a little bit, which is super important to maintaining mobility over time. Stretch. Oh yeah, good. All right, so when you start slowing down and you're getting closer to your goal rep, which is about 15 in this workout, Depending on what weight you're using, you're going for 15 reps in the 30 seconds. If you start getting struggle reps, that's okay. Try to set your form again. Find it. If you can't find it, find as best you can and just hold on, or get some partial reps, okay? I'm really close to the partial rep here because I'm starting to feel this pretty good. Reach that shoulder forward every time. Reach, stretch, feel that stretch all the way through. And stretch to finish. Yeah, baby. Okay, now we'll go back to the bench press. So you can tell that to get a lot out of these exercises, face lotion in the eye. Nobody cares about my face lotion in the eye, but I'm gonna tell you about it anyways. Okay, so remember for the bench press, we're gonna be doing 20 degrees, alternating consistently. Notice how I'm reaching on one side every time. Okay, every time. Almost tripped and died there. Okay. So I'm reaching, then I'm switching. Reaching, then I'm switching. Again, controlled. Breathing, obviously very important. Hopefully the mic's not too close to my I can't even talk anymore. Yeah. All right, pop quiz. What is that going to do? What is that going to do if you live in a shoe? All right, Italian deadlifts. Okay, so the feet setup. Very important here. Okay, very importante. Muy importante, in fact. Okay. So we're gonna get those feet, right foot in the middle of my left toes. You see that? And I'm going back into my left side. A little wider. There we go. And then notice what I'm feeling the whole time. Everybody's like, yeah, go feel your hamstrings. Yeah, great. But what are your feet doing? Nobody's talking about feet. And I love me some feet. That sounded weird. But notice when you do these deadlifts that the inside of your feet, they're kind of opening up a little bit. That's not good. We don't want that. You want to feel the inside of your foot. You don't want it opening up like this, okay? All right, where am I at? I forgot where we are. Curls. Sheesh. So the curls are one of those things I said, it's like kind of like a bonus thing to throw in to this workout. You can make it more of an intense full body if you need to. I've been working out so much this week though, I don't want to overstep my volume. Not that it's going to hurt me, if you will, but okay, get that stretch. Push those elbows forward. There we go. Yeah. All right, make sure you like and subscribe because it'll share it with other people, and I greatly appreciate it. My kids appreciate it because they're like, Dad, look, people are watching. I got a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. All right, so after we go back to the squats, okay? Now, if you're sucking air, what do you got to do? Unlike what they told you as a kid, get on your knees a little bit, okay? Sit down or stand up, get on your knees, push back, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Reset, okay? All right. Now, I'm sure you might be noticing the breath here as I'm sweating and dying. Oops. Breathing in through your doing it enough. Can almost guarantee it. Again, rest position here. 70% full, and then back out, okay? Not 100%. Big mistake. Reach, reach. Come on, Zach. Come on, baby. Ain't nothing but a peanut. Who am I? I'm a champion. Who am I? I'm a child of God. Who am I? Yeah. Sometimes when that little devil on your shoulder tells you that's enough, you gotta quit. You gotta tell it the other day. You gotta speak out loud. You gotta reaffirm. You gotta tell yourself the truth. Get crazy. It's not like anybody's gonna hear you, right? I mean, nobody's watching you on a live stream, listening to you talk to yourself, reminding yourself that you're a child of God. You're made in His image, okay? And when things get hard, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna push through it? Remind yourself who you are. Super important for me. I used to have no identity rooted in God. It used to be all about me, 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 me. Selfish Zach Lloyd, welcome to the table. All about me, baby. No, you don't want that. I created an entire body, a physical body around it. It's quite disgusting when you think about it, but oh yeah, that little devil in your head. See how I finished in the stretch position? Awesome. You like that little devil and little angel on your shoulder, right? It's good mental visual for me. You always got to tell that little chirper in the back of my head that says I'm not enough, all that negative talk. You got to tell them the truth. Say who you are. And then what you do, so you don't lie to yourself, to have integrity with yourself, you follow through with massive action, right? That's why I love working out, man, because it is massive action wrapped up in a bow, and then it dumps all these awesome neurochemicals, oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin. Oh man, talking and working out is way harder than just breathing and working out, let me tell you. Anyways, who are you going to be today? Are you going to be a little bit better than yesterday? Are you going to call on God in prayer and say, Lord, I need your help because I can't do it by myself? I don't know about you, but I have to do that. I have to call on the Lord. Hey, what's up, Kamini? Message retracted. Send me a nicer message. I'd love to hear about it, okay? All right, time on the clock. We did presses. What do we got next? Come on, somebody paying attention over there? Okay, we got our deadlifts. What are we doing? The Italian deadlifts. Okay, remember our feet? How are we setting up? Oh. Get back into those hips, but do not, I repeat, do not dare sacrifice the inside of your foot, the base of your big toe, and your heel to get back farther or feel a deeper stretch. I know bodybuilders are going to have a problem with that, but guess what? If you want to move well into your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s, and hopefully not have any surgeries, you might want to pay attention. Oh, we're dripping today, baby. So, who's watching? Introduce yourself. Tell me what your name is. What's your favorite exercise to do in your workout today? Or, what are you doing today? What kind of workout are you doing? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. All right. Biceps again. Get that side angle for you, okay? Remember, deep stretch. We love that deep stretch. Don't rush through it. Yeah, a little late on that. We'll redo. Push those elbows forward. Come on, man. There you go. Now we're talking. Oh, push them forward, push them forward, push them forward. Yeah. Ooh. Nice. I think I should have stayed with the 20s, but that's okay. You don't always have to kill yourself. even though I like doing that. Okay, we got our curls. We can go back to the squats. Let's do it. All right, so remember, who's been listening? Why are we squatting to the box? And what do we do when we touch the box? Okay? We sit down all the way, resetting our breath. Trying to beat 16 with good form, Squatting and talking is way harder. Push those knees forward. Yeah. All right, 16. Couldn't beat it. Let's get it. All right, back to the rows. Okay, time on the clock. Guess what? It's getting hard, right? Feeling the burn. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to keep going. You're going to catch your breath. Don't think about how hard it's going to be. Think about how you're going to feel after you conquer this workout. After you prove to yourself that you can do more today. That you showed up and you did it. And then you did a little more today. Whew, guess what? Do a little more today. Oh, okay, gotta remind me of what I was saying. Yeah. 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 Getting sloppy, so I'm gonna slow down on the stretch. Finish. Slow down the stretch. Whew. Getting a little sloppy. If you get a little better today, get a little better tomorrow, you get a little better the next day, guess what happens in a week? You get a lot better. Guess what happens if you keep doing that every day for over a week? And then a week turns into a month, and a month turns into a year. You will not recognize the person that is looking back at you in the mirror. It's as simple as that, but it's as hard as that. So what are we going to do today to show up? And what are we going to do today to hold integrity with ourselves, to say we can show up today? Oh, our feelings. Ooh, we got a little hard feelings, huh? Tell me more. You're feeling sad? Okay, tell me more. Well, guess what? That sucks. Yeah, it's not about saying your feelings and emotions don't exist. It's about acknowledging those feelings and emotions that suck, make you sad, depressed. I've had it all, I still do. Guess what? It's okay. People that have been sad, depressed, downtrodden, hopeless, they can still get up and do one more rep today, right? So what if you just kept going? What if you took massive action right now, today? You didn't wait. Ooh, missed my window. Yeah. What we got? So back to what we were saying, right? What if that was the tip, right? The big tip everybody's looking for, reading books, searching the world for the answer. What if it's about showing up and just doing something today, taking action? Because if you take action, you're going to get somewhere new. And if you get somewhere new, you're going to have more information. And with that more information, what are you going to do with it? Well, don't worry, because you'll figure it out. Guess what? Everybody's just figuring it out. You got a favorite celebrity or favorite billionaire or politician, whatever, somebody you look up to, guess what? They're just figuring it out. Praise God, because you got to have His grace and mercy to know that. I'm not special. You're not special. You're special and unique in God's eyes. But come on now, right? Come on now. If we keep thinking we're so special, then we're going to be victims because life's hard. Are you tracking? Is anybody tracking? Can I get a hello? I'm tracking. Can I get a fire emoji, a muscle emoji? Can I get a like of the video? Because you want more? Can I get some likes to make my ego go up? Just kidding. No, really. Yeah, you should probably downvote it, right? Say, this guy's crazy. Yeah, that's right. Downvote me because you know what? It's not in your control. It's not in my control. I've given up all the control today. All I'm doing is what I can control, and that's taking action and praying to God. Yeah. 30 minutes, baby, to have him show me the way. All right, so that's the workout. 30 minutes in, 30 minutes out. No excuses. You got 30 minutes. Or hey, if you have 10 minutes, do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for 10 minutes, right? It doesn't have to be complicated. So stop making it complicated. Stop searching YouTube for all of the tips. Stop here searching YouTube for all the answers because your just muscles aren't big enough or your weight loss is just not happening fast enough. You know how both of those things can happen? You keep showing up, you get in the gym, you do a couple push-ups at home, you do some air squats, you do something. It's about movement. It's about doing something now, taking massive action. Social media is awesome. You and I wouldn't be having this conversation if it wasn't for it, right? But guess what? Scrolling for the next thing to make you feel better, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna feel better in the long run. Okay, you're not. And guess what? You're smart enough to know that, aren't you? I don't have to tell you that. I have to remind you of that. And guess what? I'm not reminding you as much as I'm reminding myself because I can do that. I'm a loser most of the time, right? Come on. And if I'm a loser most of the time, then guess what? What do I do with that? Do I just stay sad, depressed, and I'm a loser, scroll, make myself feel better? Yeah, I can do that. I've done that. I get it. But guess what? What does always feel better at the end of the day? When you hit that pillow and you can look yourself into the pillow. You look yourself in the pillow, all right? Just go with me here. You look yourself in the pillow and say, hey, I did one thing a little better today. I did something for somebody that helped them out. I did an extra rep today. I did an extra set today. I ate an apple today instead of chips. Whatever that little thing is, our brains, that little devil inside of us says, that's not good enough, that's not good enough. Guess what? Guess what, devil? You're done, all right? It is good enough, because guess what? One thing today can add up. One thing tomorrow adds up. Compounds over time. The most wealthy people in this world know everything about compound interest, and that's adding a little bit to your finances every single day. Stacking a tiny little penny here, tiny little penny there. The same thing is for muscles. Same thing is for weight loss. The same thing is the principle for you showing up and taking action. And guess what? I just reminded you. You already knew that. So you got to look yourself in the mirror today and say, what am I going to do? What's that one thing? I'm not going to be perfect. Forget that. Little devil in your ear says, you just got to do this perfectly. No, you don't. It's not about perfection. Are you kidding me? All of us are just figuring it out. Nobody's perfect, no matter how perfect you look. I used to have the, six-pack V-taper, like beautiful body. It just like parade around like a peacock. And it was like, oh, wow, dude, Zach, your body's awesome, man. How do you do it? They're perfect. No, it wasn't perfect. It's the most jacked up I felt in my entire life. The most fit pictures and body weights and muscle sizes I have where I'm smiling in the camera is the most depressed and sad I ever was. The most depressed and sad I ever was what the fitness supermodel looked like. And guess what? It didn't help me. It didn't make my life better, did it? So I'm showing up today, not perfect. I'm showing up today just doing one little thing. And for me, for my coaching business, it was do a live video that's not about you, Zach. It's about showing people what you do, and maybe somebody will pick something up, and they'll take it with them, and they'll get a little better tomorrow. That's what it's about. Wow, I just kept going, didn't I? It's almost like working out stimulates the brain. Crazy, right? Hey, thanks for joining me. It's been a pleasure. 30 minutes in, 30 minutes out, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. You can pick the exercises. Pick your favorite exercises. Doesn't even matter. What matters is you're starting. You're doing something. You're taking action today, right? So if you got anything out of this today, I hope it's, what are we going to say? Take some action, baby. All right? Get in the game today, okay? Make sure you subscribe, like the video so you will see this again when I do another live stream. I do them in the mornings usually. Get sweaty, barely talk, breathe, maybe even pass out live on camera. Who knows? It's going to be good, okay? Pick up some workout tips on the way, all right? And then ask any questions, Q&A right now, okay? I'm just sticking around hanging out with you right now. Ask me anything, okay? Whether it's nutrition, it's sleep, all of it, whatever it is. The lifestyle that you live. Are you a doctor? Are you a shift worker? Okay? Are you a nurse? Or do you drive trucks all day? And you're like, dude, I'm in a semi-truck for 10 hours, Zach. How can I stay healthy and fit? There's a way. There's a way. It's all about training around your lifestyle. I have 2 kids. I have a wife. I run 2 different types of businesses, okay? I don't have a lot of time, okay? But guess what? You can always get a workout in. You can always do something to move the needle forward today. And guess what? That'll stimulate more growth in your life. Not just muscle growth, not just fat loss, but it's going to stimulate your mind. And I hope that you reach out to God and say, God, help me out today. I need you. Speak to me. I need to hear you. Because that's the number one way that you're going to get somewhere in life, wherever you're going, okay? All right. Have a beautiful, fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Link in the description. It's not there, but it will be there, okay? Get on my newsletter. I send out free newsletter every week. Something that's motivating and inspiring. Not really. It's not about more motivation, right? It's about reminders. Every week I remind you of the things that I need to remind myself, because you're not in it alone. I don't know everything, but guess what? We can always remind each other what's important. Sticking to the sound principles of eating healthier, working out, moving, sleeping better, managing stress, okay, showing up as an awesome dad, father, friend, husband, showing up as a showing up as a wife, a spouse, whatever it is for you, right? Show up and show up as your best self. All right? Have a great day. Lift life. Make sure you subscribe. We'll get on the next live. Write down your questions. I'll get them next time, all right? Thanks for joining me. It has been my pleasure working out with you. I'll see you soon.